Yo, this is Selassie representing for Dejazmatch Kwasi and the whole Lion Voice family. Now listen, this is the realest thing. Him closer to me than a brother. Him a me G, me I tell him I'm a lion. Me I go tell you how me feel, me I go keep it real. Me nah go wait till him lay down on the mark. Lion Voice never talk bad about me yet. Him realness me can't forget. Cause when I game time, him never bench me. Him never rise up against me yet. No, the friendship connect. It's funny how we can talk in front of a million people and never yet drop no catch. So a loyalty till death. Lion Voice, and Selassie representing. Up, up, up.
So this is why it's one of the best times in the world ever to be a creative, because there are so many channels. But this also means that your paperwork has to be airtight, your split sheets, all of your documentation around the song, because no one's gonna license your song. Music supervisors, who are that's the position in the music industry that's responsible for the licensing of music, they're not going to work with you.
Well, Lion Voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion Voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion Voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion Voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion Voice.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of his chosen queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man. I'm an entertainment attorney, I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of the Lion Voice. And you know, when I'm dressed like this, it's Lion Law. And this is a continuation. Welcome to the Lion Law, where we go into the world of entertainment law. We're going to be exploring various topics. I'm also an artist, so these are things that I will also be implementing and sharing as well on various platforms. So we're creating an ecosystem at the Lion Voice, and Lion Law is a very important part, because you see I have the entertainment attorney and all of the titles that I list. So this platform here on YouTube, we're going to share all of the different aspects: the actionist, the artist, entertainment attorney, and author. And you can see the book here, so big up. So before we get into today's topic, which is part 2 of making your music make money, because we all in the creative industry, I say this is the greatest time to ever be in the creative industry because of all of the tools. We're going to talk about all the AI. Don't worry yourself, you know, take time every Wednesday. We're going to be talking about these topics. So we're going to get into making music make money. But before that, you know, I have to big up the Lion Pride on Patreon. And remember, if you subscribe, you're part of the Lion Pride. It's a family. What me say? If you subscribe, you're part of the Lion Pride. Big up the Patreon Lion Pride. You know, those who are actively investing in the platform, we give thanks. If you like what you see, you want to see it expand, you want to see it grow, you want to see us travel, interview more people within the network, because I'll also be bringing entertainment attorneys on this platform. Just wait, we have massive plans. So if you want to invest in the platform, go ahead and join the Patreon on the Lion Pride. Join us on this creative battlefield as we create an alternative to some of the content that's out there that's low frequency. So that being said, housekeeping out of the way, big up CMOS, Make sure so we big up the sponsor CMOS. If you want to stay fit in this Armageddon, you see Biden just landed Ukraine, the man them a boots world war. So we don't know what's happening. So the best thing to do is to equip your structure for all aspects. You want to be at your top physical condition, CMOS, all of these essential minerals, and you know, we're big up to have that as a sponsor. Mind, goody, soul, or would they say body, mind, body, soul. You see, 3 aspects of the Trinity. We're gonna get into all of that too. I'm being long-winded. Let's get into the topic. All right, so we ended off with physical sales on the last episode. This strong, we're gonna start off with synchronization rights. Synchronization rights meaning that you're synchronizing your audio track to film, television, commercials, and the big one right now is video games. So this is why it's one of the best times in the world ever to be a creative, because there are so many channels. But this also means that your paperwork has to be airtight, your split sheets, all of your documentation around the song, because you're not, no one's gonna license your song. Music supervisors, who are the that's the position in the music industry that's responsible for the licensing of music, they're not going to work with you if you don't. And most of them are working now through services, and those services will require that you have your paperwork in place for them to place. And if you work with an administrative publisher, you know, all of these things would be provided. So again, go to episode, the first part, you can see music publishing. We talked, and we were just scratching the surface. We're going to do deeper dives into all of these topics. So synchronization rights, or sync deals, or sync rights. This is a major way right now that you can make money making music. So you don't have to go platinum, all of these things. You can license out your music and get an income stream. All right, number 7, brand partnerships. If you look at the brand partnerships right now, across all levels of consumerism or consumption, the influencer is where marketing is going. Influencer marketing. And because of that, if you have built an audience with your music, no matter what the size is, you can leverage for brand partnerships. So they are, and for an independent artist, this could mean your local West Indian bakery. You know, you go there, you let them know you have a local following. You can show through your analytics. You can do a pitch deck, present a presentation, and potentially convince a store or a brand owner to partner with you, you know, in return. And it can be bartered. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. They could be providing you access to their email list. They could be providing you with other things. So we can be creative in ways and how we monetize brand partnerships. But these can also be, you know, the clothing brands. This can be all different businesses. There's so many businesses, they all need marketing. So if you have that knowledge, you're an artist, you've built a following, then you have the opportunity to leverage that following and monetize other than just the shows. And this is why, again, the email list is golden. But we're going to touch on all of these things. Number 8, we're dealing with crowdfunding. This is the Kickstarter, the GoFundMe, the Indiegogo. They have other platforms that you can use. You know, you put up, you want to do an EP, you want to do whatever you want to do. You put your budget there. You have some allotment as well for your operating expenses in that budget, and you get the funding to continue to move forward, you know, in your dreams. And again, we'll touch on all of those as well. And for all of these categories, there are legal considerations, and again, we'll touch on some of these legal considerations. We're just laying out the landscape. I don't want to make these legal episodes too long because people, you know, the legalese and all of these things. I know that our audience, you know, we're catering more specifically to reggae and dancehall, Caribbean, Jamaican music. I know that, you know, we have to just take our time with this process, and we have a lot to contribute to the world, and I'm here to be part of that change and that uprising. So we take time. Anyhow, number 9, we're talking about membership subscription services. So this is your Patreon, your, you know, they have other platforms that are similar where you can set up your own monthly subscriber, and this is key. You know, this is the essence of direct-to-consumer relationships, where the people who they would call you super fans, or your people who are investing in you, that really believe in the vision, they have now an avenue where they can support the content, and you can provide them with new songs. You can do home concerts where you set up your camera like this, and you have your guitar, or you're playing some rhythms, and you know, and you give them your new material, and you create an intimate experience. There's a lot that you can do with these subscription services and using all of the technology around. And we're gonna touch on even some of the new technologies. I'm excited about all of the things that we can talk about, because there's so much information overload, and sometimes you don't have no one to reason with. I can come and reason with the Lion Pride and with the growing family, and this is the beauty of technology. Let's also go to number 10, writing for a music library. This is also a key aspect. Writing for a music library. Now, this is not conventional. Doing my research and doing the due diligence, this is one I saw come up, and you know, it's something. If you're a songwriter, they have services now, and this is why I say it's a beautiful time to be a creative. They have services that you can submit your work to, and they put it there, and they look for opportunities to license that music, and then you get to share with the revenue. So there are all different types of services, but again, these are avenues that traditionally were not available. The next aspect, number 11, the final one, is teaching. This is where you can use platforms like YouTube, like Teachable. There are many platforms out there that you can create a course. If you're good at playing the drums, you're good at vocal coaching, you have a technique on stage, you know, you think your stagecraft, whatever you have done your 10,000 hours in as an artist, you can share that skill and monetize that skill. And again, this is why I say this is one of the greatest times to be a creative. Never before has there been so many platforms. The internet has given us access to a global marketplace. This is unprecedented. So there's really no excuse for us as creatives to not reach out and try to monetize in as many ways. I know I probably missed some ways. Drop a comment. Let us know some other ways that you can monetize, make your music make money. Make sure you watch the first part before you comment, so that you know that all of the things that we covered. I'll probably throw up a list right here of all of the different areas as well, just for the convenience, because we love the Lion Pride, you know. We're not going to make you do too much work, but watch the first episode if possible. And you know that the time has come for the lions to tell their own story, and this is the Lion Voice.
Lion Voice. Yeah, go up on North Road. Haile Selassie the first. Children. Well, you're gonna do two things when you hear this song. You either gonna move or you gonna leave. Either way, you gonna bounce or you have to rest. have to bounce. I tell them bounce, I tell them bounce, tell them bounce. Can't buy my soul for no bank account. I tell them bounce, I tell them bounce, tell them bounce. Blessings where we got too much they can't count. Would you sell your people poison to make a dime? If you knew that they were dying, would you change your mind? Would you embrace crime? Would you risk life in a cage? Or would you even care as long as you got paid? You never been a slave, still you slave for the cash. If the price was right, you woulda sell your ass. Far as I can see, you don't know your past. You just a follow dirty Babylon till Babylon crash. Tell them bounce, I tell them bounce, tell them bounce. Can't buy my soul for no bank account. I tell them bounce, I tell them bounce, tell them bounce. Blessings where we got too much they can't count. Tell them bounce, I tell them bounce, tell them bounce. Work hard for my money, work for large amounts. I tell them bounce, I tell them bounce, tell them bounce. Blessings where we got too much they can't count. Would you put on a dress? Would you put on a blouse? Would you do anything just to move the crowd? Would you take off your clothes? Would you spread out and pose just to get some diamond and some gold? Would you call your people then ask them to wave? If your people were in trouble, then how would you behave? If the beast came out the cave and started to rage, would you be afraid? Or would you tell them bounce?